tiny Parisian cabin interior ideas. Transform your space into an elegant retreat. Hi friends, I'm MJ, welcome to the Styled Space channel. I appreciate you being here. Today, we'll explore how to transform your tiny space into an elegant, luxurious Parisian retreat. This isn't just about decoration, it's about creating a lifestyle of refined elegance and mindful living. Watch, subscribe, and discover how minimalist beauty meets Parisian sophistication. Chapter 1, The Art of First Impressions, Mastering Your Tiny Entryway. The entryway is your home's opening statement, a fleeting moment where elegance sets the tone. In a tiny Parisian cabin, the entrance becomes a gallery, every object curated, every line intentional. This is where mirrors multiply space, where marble whispers luxury, and where the smallest gestures create the grandest effects. Chapter 2, The Bedroom Sanctuary, Layers of Luxury in Compact Quarters. A tiny bedroom is not a limitation, it's an invitation to intimacy. Here, luxury is defined by texture, light, and the quality of linen against skin. Cream walls, layered linens, soft golden candlelight. This is where Parisian restraint transforms a small room into a sacred retreat for slow living and restorative sleep. Chapter 3, Living Room Elegance, Creating Conversation in Compact Spaces. The living room in a tiny Parisian cabin must breathe with proportion. A single upholstered chair, a slim marble side table, a statement artwork. These form a room where slowness becomes luxury. Here, empty space is as important as furniture, creating a rhythm that invites lingering rather than rushing. Chapter 4, Kitchen Refinement, Cooking with Elegance in Minimal Space. The kitchen in a Parisian cabin embraces function as beauty. Open shelves display only essentials: antique copper pots, handmade ceramics, vintage glassware. The color palette whispers: cream cabinetry, black subway tile, warm brass fixtures. Here, cooking becomes a slow ritual of craft and tradition. Chapter 5, Bathroom Spa Sanctuary Luxury Through Restraint and Natural Materials. A tiny bathroom becomes a private spa retreat when designed with intention. Soft colors, pale sage, ivory natural materials, and warm lighting transform the space into a place for daily rituals. Here, the ordinary becomes ceremonial, and bathing becomes an act of self-care aligned with slow living philosophy. Chapter 6: The Power of Negative Space, How Empty Space Becomes Luxury. In Western design, we fear emptiness. In France, empty space is architecture. It is breadth, intention, and the foundation of elegance. A tiny Parisian cabin teaches that luxury is not filling every corner. It is curating precisely what deserves to be seen and letting the rest dissolve into thoughtful silence. Chapter 7: Lighting Design, How Light Creates Luxury in Tiny Spaces. Light is the invisible architect of a tiny Parisian cabin. Not bright light, warm, directional light that pools and whispers. Brass fixtures that age with patina, sheer linen curtains that filter afternoon sun, candles that flicker in darkness. These transform a small space into a sanctuary of elegance and contemplation. Chapter 8: Color Palette Mastery, the Art of Neutral Sophistication. The Parisian palette is not boring, it is sophisticated restraint. Creams, ivories, soft beige, pale sage, muted blush, warm taupe. These colors are not neutral in spirit but in volume. They create harmony, allowing the eye to rest while still engaging with texture and light. This is where minimalist elegance lives. Chapter 9: Curated Objects and Shelf Styling, Creating Visual Stories in Tiny Spaces. Parisian interiors are not about decorating surfaces. They are about creating narratives through carefully composed vignettes. Each shelf, each table, each corner becomes a small gallery where objects speak to each other. In a tiny cabin, this curation becomes essential. Every visible object must justify its presence through beauty, function, or story. Chapter 10: Storage Solutions, Elegance Through Hidden Organization. In a tiny Parisian cabin, what you don't see is as important as what you do. Behind closed doors live the realities of daily life. On display live only the curated narratives. Built-in storage, custom shelving, and clever organization systems ensure that your small space remains serene and uncluttered, the true luxury of minimalist design. Chapter 11: Windows and Natural Light, Maximizing the Soul of Your Tiny Space. Windows are not mere apertures. They are frames for the world outside and the primary source of luxury in a tiny interior. In a Parisian cabin, natural light is the ultimate luxury. Sheer curtains, light-reflecting surfaces, and thoughtful furniture placement ensure that daylight penetrates every corner, creating expansiveness where square footage cannot. Chapter 12. Furniture selection, choosing pieces that float, not fill. In a tiny Parisian cabin, every furniture piece is questioned. Does it serve? Does it elevate? Does it float? Furniture that stands on thin, visible legs creates the illusion of space beneath, while oversized pieces land heavily and diminish square footage. Proportion and restraint separate the elegant tiny home from the cramped one. Choose fewer pieces, better pieces. Chapter 13. Textiles and soft furnishings. The sensual language of French elegance, textiles are the skin of a tiny Parisian cabin. Natural fibers, linen, cotton, wool, silk, speak to both the eye and the touch. Layered throws, plush cushions, quality linens on the bed. These soft elements transform a minimal space into one of warmth and invitation, where luxury is felt as much as seen. Chapter 14. The philosophy of slow living, creating a sanctuary for rest and reflection. A tiny Parisian cabin is not just a home, it is a statement of values. It rejects accumulation, rushing, and the endless consumption that dominates modern life. Instead, it invites slow living, lingering over morning coffee, reading by afternoon light, savoring meals, creating beauty in ordinary moments. This is where elegance becomes a daily practice, not a display. Chapter 15, your Parisian cabin awaits. Bringing it all together, you now have the knowledge to transform your tiny space into a Parisian sanctuary. The principles are simple. Choose restraint, invest in quality, honor light and shadow, curate with intention, and embrace empty space. Remember that elegance is not about wealth, it is about attention. Every choice reflects value. Every room becomes a reflection of who you are and how you want to live. Thank you for joining this 30-minute journey. I hope you've discovered inspiration, principles, and practical wisdom to guide your own design practice. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content on Parisian design, small space solutions, and the art of living beautifully. Until next time, may your home reflect your values, and may you always find luxury in simplicity. Au revoir.